Namaste students, I am giving Dr. Aziz Mohammed Khan from Department of Food and Biotechnology, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to discuss about the topic major domains of life. What are the major domains of life? So, what is the meaning of word domain? We know that Whitaker classified the organism into five different kingdoms: Monera, protist, fungi, plantae, and animalia. So these are the major kingdoms. Domain is a different thing. Domain is the larger than the kingdom. Okay, so domain refers to the largest of all groups in the classification system of the life. It is the largest group. All the life is divided into three domains. What are the three domains? But we must keep in mind that kingdom and domains are different. Kingdom is smaller group and domain is a large group. So what is the meaning of kingdom? Kingdom means these are the largest category of division, largest category of classification. So there are three domain system. This domain system was developed by a American microbiologist. He was a microbiologist and he was a physicist. The name was Carl Weiss. He demonstrated that kingdom cannot be a specific thing that can be used for the classification of the living organism, because there is a not existence of the microbial world. Microorganism cannot be correlated to the any other organization of the life. So he used the three domains of the life for the classification of the microorganism and for the classification of the various living organism. He was a biologist. Okay, and this is a biological classification of the three domains of the life basics, and this classification was based on the type of cell of the organism. So the complete classification was dependent only on the type of the cell of the organism. So before the concept of the three domains of the cellular life come into existence in the life on the planet, and it was grouped into the two categories, prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. So before any kind of the classification, we only knew about the prokaryotic organism and the eukaryotic organism. Prokaryotic organism are the organisms which do not have nucleus, which nucleus is not visible by the naked eye, and then nucleus is not visible. And the eukaryotes have a conspicuous, observable nucleus, and their life form, their cellular form is very well developed. In this biological classification, Carl Weiss divided prokaryotes into two groups. So in the kingdom system, macroorganism, okay, macroorganism means prokaryotic organisms were not divided into any other group. They were divided only into prokaryotes, that is the monera. All the prokaryotic were included into the group monera. And Carl Lewis divided these prokaryotic into two groups. First one is the archaea and the second one is bacteria. And thus they came into existence of the three domains of the system of the concept on the three domains of the life. So we can see here that in the kingdom system, archaea were ignored. Okay, they were included into the kingdom monera, but In the domain system, archaea are not ignored and they are given a different domain. Okay, so it is mostly prokaryotic classification system. So this is the first one, that is the halophile thermophiles. We can see here that this domain is archaea. We know that what are the archaea? Archaea are the organisms which can survive into the environment which is very harsh, which is not tolerable by the normal organism. So these are the archaea. We can see in the diagram here. Second domain of life is bacteria. Bacteria is the prokaryotic organism, and archaea are also prokaryotic in nature. So bacteria and archaea are two different domains, not included into the monera. And the third one is the eukarya. Eukarya is the largest living system, that include the protists, fungi, plants, and animals. Eukaryotic organisms are the organisms which have clear nucleus, and there are single cellular, means they are unicellular, or they are multicellular as well. Some of them are unicellular and some of them are multicellular. And the groups include protists, fungi, plants, and animals. So now we discuss uh, one and one to every category. Archaea. Archaea are the first organism on the earth. Okay, we can say that they can be shared as the ancestor of the living world. Okay, they are the first organism to appear on the earth, and they can be said as the ancestor of the living world. And the prokaryotic cells, they have prokaryotic cells which do not have a clear visible nuclei. They are unicellular in nature because they their all the functions are conducted by one single cell, so they are known as the unicellular, and they are also known as the by these things the cell is known as the basic unit of the life. They have RNA. Okay, they have RNA, and they have three different polymerase enzymes. Okay, and they have a cell wall which is made up of pseudopeptidoglycan. It is not peptidoglycan. We know that bacterial cell wall is composed of the peptidoglycan, but archaeal cell wall is composed of the pseudopeptidoglycan, means the not true peptidoglycan. So they also have cell wall. Archaea. What is the nature of the archaea for the food? The nature of archaea is autotrophic, means they can synthesize their own food. They are not dependent on the most other organisms for their life forms, for their nutrition. But some of the archaea are heterotrophic in nature, means they are dependent on some other group of microorganisms or some other group of organisms. So that's why they are known as the heterotrophs. One of the most important things of archaea is that they are non-pathogenic for us. No archaea is known to cause any kind of disease. So archaea do not cause any kind of disease to us, and they are non-pathogenic in nature. That is the main feature of the archaea. Second thing is that archaea are found in the living and extreme environment. What is the extreme environment? Extreme environment means the environment which is very harmful, which can be not tolerable for the other life forms. Extreme environment means the environment which may include high temperature. High temperature means at a temperature above 60 degrees centigrade, the temperature above 70 degrees centigrade, the temperature above 80 degrees centigrade, or we can also say that the temperature which is very killing in nature. The killing temperature is extreme environment for. Similarly, the high salt concentration. We know that a living organism cannot survive salt more than 2%, 3%. Okay, and mostly need only 1% salt. But archaea are organisms which can survive in high salt concentrations. They need high salt concentration. So extreme environments, halophilic environment, similarly high temperature. We can also say that low pH is also a high extreme environment. Low pH means the pH below 3, the pH below 4, the pH below 2 is known as the extreme environment. So microbes like archaea can survive in this type of extreme environment. That is a very much important feature for the archaea. None, no other microorganism have been known for this kind of actions, for this kind of activities, for this kind of characters, because they can survive only on the normal environment. They cannot tolerate high temperature, they cannot tolerate high salt concentration, they cannot tolerate high pH, yeah, or low pH. Okay. The next character of archaea is that they come in different shapes. Means they are found in various types of shapes like road shape, cone shape, square shape, and round shape. We cannot identify in one single shape. There are various types of archaea which have various types of structures. So there can be very different kinds of shapes, different kinds of structure like road shape, cone shape, square shape, and the round shape. So these are the main features of the archaea. I will repeat the same thing. The three domain of the kingdom was developed by the Carl Weiss, and he divided prokaryotic into two groups: the archaea and the bacteria. Okay, archaea and the bacteria. The third one was eukarya. So these three domains are known as the three domains of the life. The first domain is archaea, which contains halophiles and thermophiles, which is the very common, which is very rare microorganism, which is found mostly in the extreme environment. The second one is the domain bacteria. Domain bacteria is the bacteria which is the true bacteria, and they are mostly found. They are very abundant in the normal environment. They are very abundant in the all kinds of environments. They are the prokaryotic in nature. The third one is eukarya. Eukarya is the largest group of and highest category of the cell, because they have nucleus. Their cell is well developed. All the functions are not done by single cells because the cells are multiple cells. But if there are unicellular, the cell of the unicellular organism is also very well developed than the other type of microbes like bacteria and the archaebacteria. So eukarya are most very well developed organism on that. So I have discussed all these things. In the next video, I will discuss about the domain bacteria and domain eukarya. So my lecture is over here. Thank you very much.